Is there anything more disappointing than bringing home a beautiful bouquet, only to watch it droop and fade within days? You're not alone. We've all been there, feeling like we've wasted our money and lost that little bit of joy those flowers brought. But what if I told you there are simple secrets to keeping those blooms vibrant and fresh for much longer? Today, we're going to unlock the mysteries of cut flower care and give you the knowledge to make your bouquets thrive. Let's start right at the beginning when you're actually cutting the flowers. Timing is everything when it comes to harvesting flowers from your garden. For spring blooms like tulips and daffodils, aim to cut them in the early morning when their stems are fully hydrated from the night's rest. Summer flowers, on the other hand, can be a little more sensitive to the heat. Try to cut them during the coolest parts of the day, either early morning or late evening. And when fall rolls around, morning is still your best bet, helping you avoid any dew that might encourage decay. No matter the season, the golden rule is to avoid cutting flowers during the hottest part of the day when they're stressed. Now, let's talk technique. The tools you use and how you make the cut are crucial. Grab a pair of sharp, clean scissors or pruners. Dull tools will crush the stems, making it harder for them to take up water. For flowers that grow on branching stems, like roses or snapdragons, make your cut just above a leaf node. This encourages the plant to produce more blooms. If you're dealing with single-stem flowers like our spring friend, the tulip, cut right at the base of the stem. And here's a pro tip: always cut the stems at a 45-degree angle. This increases the surface area for water absorption. Think of it like giving your flowers a bigger straw. The absolute most important thing you can do after cutting is to get those stems into water immediately. Don't let them sit out in the air for long. Okay, your flowers are cut and in a vase, but what kind of water should you use? Good old room temperature tap water is generally fine for most cut flowers, but there are a few things to keep in mind. Tap water often contains chlorine, which in high concentrations can be harmful to some flowers, causing petal browning in roses or clogging stems in gerbera daisies. Orchids, lilies and carnations are also quite sensitive to chlorine. Generally, if you leave tap water in an open container, the chlorine will dissipate naturally within 24 to 48 hours. You can speed this up by boiling the water for 15 to 20 minutes or using an activated carbon filter like the ones in water filter pitchers. And what about fluoride in tap water? Unlike chlorine, fluoride doesn't evaporate. While many flowers aren't significantly affected by it, some like tulips, gladiolus, freesia, lilies and gerbera daisies can be sensitive and may develop leaf tip burn or have a shorter vase life. If you're concerned about fluoride, especially with delicate blooms, using distilled or reverse osmosis filtered water is your best bet. But here's where things get really interesting. Flower preservative is your secret weapon. Those little packets that come with bouquets aren't just for show. They usually contain a mix of sugar, which provides energy for the flower, an acidifier to lower the pH and help with water uptake, and a biocide to keep nasty bacteria from growing in the water. Don't have a packet handy? No problem. You can easily make your own DIY floral preservative. For every quarter liter of water, mix in 2 tablespoons of lemon or lime juice. That's your acidifier. Then add 1 tablespoon of sugar for food and just half a teaspoon of household bleach to act as a biocide. If you don't have citrus juice, you can use half a teaspoon of vinegar instead to lower the pH a bit. If you prefer to go the commercial route, there are some fantastic options out there. Flora Life registered trademark flower food is a popular choice, available in both powder and liquid form. They even have specialized versions like Flora Life Crystal Clear registered trademark for clear vases and Flora Life Express Universal 300, which is great because you don't even need to recut the stems. Crystal registered trademark flower food is another excellent brand offering powders, liquids and tablets. Their Crystal Clear registered trademark, Professional 2 and 3, are often used by florists. Aqua Plus by Flora Life registered trademark is a liquid often used to pre-treat stems, and Flora Life registered trademark. HydroFlor registered trademark is a hydration treatment used right after harvest. especially good for roses and woody stems. No matter which preservative you choose, make sure you mix it thoroughly until the sugar dissolves, and always use room temperature water. To keep your flowers happy, change the water and preservative solution every 2 to 3 days. When you change the water, take your flowers out and give the stems a fresh cut, removing about ½ an inch at that 45-degree angle again. But wait, there's more! Want to really extend the life of your precious blooms? Let's talk about cytokinins. These are plant growth regulators that can work wonders. Products like Chrysal AVB or Floralife Ethyl Block sachets contain cytokinins and can significantly delay flower aging. They work by slowing down the breakdown of proteins and chlorophyll, keeping those petals and leaves looking fresh and green. They also reduce the flower's sensitivity to ethylene, which is a major culprit in wilting and petal drop. Cytokinins even help the cells retain water, keeping your flowers plump and upright. If you have flowers that tend to age quickly, like lilies, carnations, or alstroemeria, these products can be a game changer, extending their vase life by several days. Speaking of ethylene, this is something you definitely need to be aware of. Ethylene is a natural plant hormone, but for cut flowers, it's the enemy. Even small amounts of this gas can dramatically shorten their lifespan, causing petal drop, bud failure, premature wilting, and even leaf yellowing. Some flowers are particularly sensitive to ethylene, including carnations, snapdragons, delphiniums, sweet peas, orchids, roses, and lilies. So, where does this sneaky ethylene come from? Ripening fruits and vegetables are major producers of ethylene gas. Think bananas, especially when they're ripening, apples, a very common cause of early flower death, avocados, tomatoes, pears, cantaloupe, peaches, nectarines, plums, and even kiwis. Even cut fruits sitting on your counter or in the fridge can impact nearby flowers. The best way to protect your flowers is to keep them far away from your fruit bowl. Also, be sure to remove any wilted blooms from your bouquet immediately, as they themselves start producing more ethylene. Storing your flowers in a cool, well-ventilated space can also help. And if you're serious about fighting ethylene, you can use anti-ethylene products like STS sprays, often used commercially, or 1-MCP products like Ethyl Block, which are common in flower storage rooms. Finally, let's quickly touch on a couple more key factors: storage temperature and water quality. For most flowers, the optimal storage temperature is between 33 and 36 degrees Fahrenheit. Avoid freezing them or exposing them to big temperature swings. And as we discussed earlier, being mindful of chlorine and potentially fluoride in your water, and using a floral preservative containing sugar and a biocide is crucial. Remember to change that water every 2 to 3 days to keep bacteria at bay. So there you have it. With these tips and tricks, you can say goodbye to sad, droopy flowers and hello to long-lasting beauty. You now have the power to keep your bouquets looking their best for much longer. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe for more flower care tips and tricks. You might also enjoy these other videos on our channel about flowers and choosing the perfect blooms. Thanks for watching.